Hey guys, welcome to a quick recap of week 8 of the NFL season. Had a nice day yesterday, went 3-1 with the plays that I put out on Saturday. So we had the Saints plus 2.5 against the Raiders, shut them out 24-0. We also had the over in that game, 47.5. Obviously, we did not get that one. We also had the Patriots at minus 1.5, able to come through there. And then we had the Seahawks money line, and they also won. So 3-1 day brings the season total now up to 26-9 on the season. So we continue to roll, cashing 74%, guys, through the first half of the season. Half of the season, believe it or not, is already through. So keep watching the videos, keep liking, subscribing, tailing the picks if you want to. But this is by far the strongest year that I'm having so far, my third year of doing this. So we're going to keep it going, try to have a really solid second half. Might have some regression, but really seeing it well right now, and hopefully we can keep it going. Again, totals just not my thing. You've heard it here first. I'm swore off totals for the rest of the year. Some people are strictly totals prop guys. For me, I just don't really, it's just not my thing, so whatever you're good at, whether you have a good, knack for totals, props, picking the side, stick to what you're good at. For me, it's picking the side. It's hard enough picking a winner, let alone what you think the score is going to be, or if this guy rushing over this many yards or under, or whatever. I think there's a lot of randomness, but some people do really well with that and see it really well. I'm just, I can't do it. Yes, the total for the Saints game, I'm 0-2 in totals this year. So, take those 2 off my record, and then I only have 7 losses. But yeah, the over 47.5 with the Saints Raiders, I thought was a good pick. The Saints got us halfway there, 24 points, but the Raiders scored 0. So it's hard to hit an over if one team gets shut out. And just, again, a lot of randomness. The Raiders probably won't get shut out again the rest of the year. And who would have thought the Saints were doing, defense was, all they were doing was giving up points, and they give up 0 yesterday. So I'm just sticking to spreads. Again, I had a money line with the Seahawks. How I would work that into my record in terms of money line. First of all, I'm only going to take money lines. If I do take a money line, the spread is going to be 3 or less. So I'm not going to be taking a 7-point favorite on the money line. So if I take a team like Seattle yesterday, who was -3 on the money line, if they lose, obviously it's a loss. If they win by more than 3, which they did, I'm counting as a win. If they win on the money line, but they don't cover the spread, whatever the spread was, I'm just not going to count that in my record. But again, typically it's a small chance of that falling within that small range. It's just sometimes, if I get a 3, I can't get a 2.5. I just don't want to bother with the money line. I don't want to push. I'm either going to win or lose. I'll just take them on the money line. I think Seattle was a good bet yesterday. So anyways, guys, I want to do a quick recap of yesterday's games. Again, follow on Patreon. It's a lot easier for me to put quick picks out there. I put I think 6 of them this past week. I had the Colts there. They lost. Houston. These aren't ones that I bet, but just my thoughts. If you guys want more, variety or options, and just typically I'm doing 3 plays a week. Patreon is just a lot easier for me because I can just post it, and it takes me 2 seconds rather than doing a video, uploading it, all that stuff. It takes a little bit more time. I can just kind of text it onto that site, so it's a lot easier. Again, not necessarily picks that I'm playing, but ones that if I were to play, that's the side I would be going on. Tennessee, the Houston game was the second trap game that Tennessee has played this year. The first one was a few weeks back when they played Washington. They were a 1.5-point favorite, trappy line. They ended up covering and winning. This week, the same thing. They opened up at -2 against Houston, and that was with Tannehill expecting to play. Really trappy line. So I was like, Tennessee seems super easy. So then I'm like, okay, and they were the most public play of the week. So I'm like, okay, maybe I'll pick Houston. But then I'm like, there's certain teams you just cannot bet in the NFL, Houston being one of them, it seems. And then with Tannehill being out, I just stayed away from that game completely. And I think the other, tipping point for me was Derrick Henry's last 5 games against Houston. He's rushed for over 200 yards each game. He did that again yesterday. So he owns Houston. So that was another reason why I kind of stayed away. Kind of a fishy line. They need a rookie quarterback. But again, I just put that on the Patreon just to, if you guys, want some more options rather than just the 3 I'm playing. But you know, and so I know people have commented as well. We need, you know, want it later or earlier in the week. Again, I'm trying to get these videos up earlier if I can. Harder to do with my schedule, but it's typically Friday or Saturday. So turn on your, you know, post notifications. You should get that once I upload a video, and then, you know, you can go from there. So I'll try to get the video up earlier, but again, it's typically going to be Friday or Saturday. And that's that, guys. Week 9 going to be coming up. Tonight's game, I didn't bet the game, but I'm in a, you know, a pick 5 contest. I have the Browns a plus 3.5. So if you get 3 in the hook, definitely Cleveland's the way to look. And that's it. Look forward to week 9 later in the week. Good luck, guys. Like, subscribe, comment, check out the Patreon, and let's keep cashing.